Got the explanation. So 28 points is Melbourne's lead. It's the biggest lead of the night. With less than 5 minutes to play now. Rance up, double-fisted, finds the line.
Jesse Hogan now just sitting behind the footy. Does this a lot. End of quarters, just goes back, settle things down.
When you look around the field, Duck and Luke Darcy, and you look at this Melbourne list, Nathan Jones, Wagner, Harms, Hunt, Brayshaw, Gawn, Viney, Petrarca and Wiedemann, Jeffy Garlett, Vince, Hogan, Clayton Oliver watching tonight. There's a nucleus there.
Oh yeah, they've got a good spine and a really good group of on-ballers coming through, young and hard. And Jack Viney, you know, he's leading the charge. He's had 23 contested possessions tonight out of his 35 disposals.
And I'm joining the Max Gawn fan club tonight, Hammer. He's just so good.
Well, he gives those on-ballers first use.
Yeah, and this man is a legitimately gun key position defender who, you know, can do a bit of it all. That's a great kick in the corridor.
I'm told Petrarca is basically demanding he gets a game, and they're just holding him back. Now Jetta goes searching inside 50. Watts, second crack, he was held.
Oh, sure.
So
let him go. Let him go. You're reported. He's reported. Let him go. Coming a hold. Then hold. 50. Let him go.
Most uncharacteristic from Alex Rance. And then Viney in quick as a flash.
Yeah.
Well, that's just a man that's frustrated. That's an action of a man that has tried his heart out tonight. And that's just, it's all boiled over in a moment of frustration.
So you heard he's been reported for that, Alex Rance.
Watts has 3. And the Demons are going to grab another 4 points.
That's what the report was for. And Viney, well, might be in a little bit of trouble himself for the square up, but gee, that was uncharacteristic and quite a vicious act, wasn't it?
It is. Look, it's a week. That's a week, and like I said, that's just pure frustration of a man that gives his. He gives everything.
It's totally out of character.
It is.
It's just nothing you'd expect from Alex Rance, and I think your explanation's absolutely spot on, Doug. He battled his heart out and he just had enough.
You can't help but feel for him. Been battling away back there for seasons, it seems. Almost on his own miles. Still some feeling in this game. They're going in very hard. Less than 4 minutes to play, and still it's as tough as it's been throughout the game. Corey Ellis, Martin, Hooley, Hogan, not quite. Now McDonald to Jetta. And the clearing kick towards the wing.
Pedersen sets himself. Chaplin got a hand onto it. Gawn at full stretch. Couldn't quite. Viney, that altercation with Rance after Rance put Jack Watts' head into the turf. Gets the football back to Gawn. Umpires found a Melbourne free kick.
What do you think down there at ground level? Does Alex Rance get a suspension as a result of that or not?
37 disposals now for Jack Viney too, Hayne. That is a career high by 5 set in round 1 this season.
Yeah, he's, as you've all referred to tonight, found a really significant
having a bit of trouble
belief in himself.
Getting down to one. What do you think, Doug? Are we going to get a suspension for Alex Rance? Did he miss a week for that?
Oh, I think he probably will get a week for that, Das, if you look at what others have been given a week for
probably get a
recent
week.
times.
Just a week for stupidity in the end.
So Hooley, who's been remarkable for this club for a long time, is going to be a part of a team that as a month of losses after a narrow win to the Blues to open up the season.
I'll tell you what, they've got Port Adelaide next week, the Tigers. So they can't afford to be without Alex Rance.
6-goal loss after that 1-point loss to the Pies, to the Crows, and then 68 points last week in the West. And the moment the Demons are hovering around a 6-goal win. What a good 3 weeks from a Melbourne perspective after that terrible loss to the Bombers. Last seconds, they lost to the Kangaroos, who are unbeaten. A win over the Pies, and now the Tigers. Long ball to the top of the square is killed. But the Demons, a stumble against the Bombers, otherwise a terrific season. And they're scoring like they haven't scored in years.
And this home will be 3 wins in a row against the Tigers. But more significantly than that, we've talked about that bogey that stood since 2011. 5 years since they've been able to string back-to-back victories together. And in the development of this club under Paul Roos, such a huge step taken tonight against a team who had plenty of reasons of their own to come here and play. And Hooley, a little bit of insult to injury, but gets him for holding the ball. Wagner now. Down towards Kent in front, couldn't mark. Ellis. Now Morris. Cross goals, and McIntosh, who's tried hard tonight with the ball on his chest. Plays on quickly. Chaplin, Lumumba. Ball's still alive. McDonald.
3-on-1 again. They've just had the more numbers at the contest all over the ground.
Hogan helping out down back. Lumumba, who's Collingwood teammate Kennedy, former teammates of course. Kennedy now carries the ball towards the 50. Maxi Gawn, how fitting it would be. Slapped forward by Pedersen, brilliantly done, and Garlett has kicked 4. Welcome back, Jeffrey. Kent's handball over the top, Garlett the finish, and Melbourne can celebrate.
So 3-on-1 on the wing, Melbourne, and then it ends up in the goal square, and it's 3-on-1 again. Seriously.
Yeah, not going to be a lot of fun looking at the tape this week for the Tigers defence. You're just trying to work out. You can just see the numbers spreading forward. They've just been able to work harder here. Jeffrey Garlett, it's the round of the small forward. Jeffy's got 4 to go with Giopolo's 5 on Friday, but yeah, they've got some things they need to rectify really quickly. Richmond, it's just been pretty apparent sitting up here how easily they've allowed Melbourne to score at times.
They're goal-kicking machines, this Melbourne team.
Unbelievable.
59,968 have come to the MCG tonight to see these two sides do battle, and the Demons will leave with the 4 points. Bigger crowd tomorrow. Anzac Day, regardless of the form of the two sides playing, Collingwood and Essendon, it is one of the great days in Australian sport. And the Demons continue to win the football. Bernie Vince, a week off last week, just the 2nd week since joining the club. He wasn't out there playing, suspension, watch. Tonight he's returned.
50-metre penalty, high contact. Max, don't do it. Let it go with arm. Steve, I'd be there, please.
Small man just telling the big man what to do.
Yeah, likes to get involved, does Ray, and it's sort of 50-50 to 50, I think. It was almost as though he was there at the time to spoil Big Maxi, but not going to affect the result. It's starting to become a bit of a marquee fixture, this one, isn't it? To Anzac Eve, these two clubs, 60,000's a good crowd. And
Jack, Sean!
It'll be the last kick of the night. Has a couple already, Vickery.
15 goal!
Vickery, he kicks a goal. But in the end, the Demons win well, and the Tigers, they've got problems. suffering for this football club and for the football fans. Wonderful win tonight.